Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Well, good evening and welcome to another Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast of OABCIG Baseball. A lot of you might be tuning in saying, hey, why didn't you start the softball game on time? And the answer is, well, that's actually on a different channel tonight. We were scheduled to do that game for OABCIG on Fuller Digital Solutions, and now that game is being broadcast by the Ridge View broadcast team. So if you want to watch the softball, click on the channel for Ridge View and Fuller Digital Solutions, and then you'll be able to click on that game. Should be right at the top. That game going on right now over in Galva. That's where we actually started out tonight when we got the call that said, hey, can you pack up the wagon and head on down to Holstein, which we did. And we are here for baseball action tonight between the 1-0 OABCIG Falcons and the 0-1 Ridgeview Raptors as Ridgeview opens up their home stadium with this game tonight. Starting lineups in just a couple of moments as we get ready to play baseball. As the fielding is done on the infield, want to thank our sponsors, including our pregame sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, and our Falcon sponsors, including Evertech, Farm Bureau Insurance Agents, Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas, Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Beckman Motors, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, and Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. My name is Michael Earl. I'm joining you again for OABCIG Sports, and we will post these games on my Facebook page. So if you want to know a quick link on how to get to these games, just look me up on Facebook, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. Once you get there, you can like that page, and any of the posts that I do, it'll be either house or it'll be OABCIG Sports. Either way, take a look at those, and do appreciate it. That's Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. And you can also contact me if you like our broadcast. Let me know how we're doing, if we're pronouncing a name wrong, anything along those lines, or maybe you want to be a sponsor of these games. Just let us know. Easiest way to do that, message me on Facebook. That's one way. You can call or text me, probably easier, because if you call, I'm not going to answer. 712-269-4789. That's 712-269-4789. Let's run through the starting lineups. We're going to go with the OABCIG Falcons, who will hit first. Gabe Winterode is out in center field batting first. Trust Wells playing third, batting second. Easton Harms going to be catching tonight, batting third. Zach Heemer is your pitcher tonight. He is batting fourth. In the five hole, that's Trayton Kohler out in right field. Preston Gill, he pitched all 7 innings in the first game. Now he's going to be the shortstop tonight and batting sixth. Cam Sharkey batting seventh over at first. The DH is Max Webb batting eighth, and Eric Siebenaller playing second and batting ninth. And the fielder tonight is Kane Ladwig. He's going to be out in left field but will not hit. For the Raptors, they're going to start Tyler Colpin. He is the catcher tonight. Trayson Price is going to pitch tonight. Aiden Martin batting third. Cale, see, I wrote these down wrong. I think it's Cale Martin is going to be batting third. Murchu, that is. Cale Murchu is batting fourth. Connor Neighborhouse batting fifth. Cade Harriman batting sixth. He is going to be out in center. Caden is going to be in shortstop. We got the national anthem. Back in a moment. All right, we are in Holstein tonight for baseball action. Ridgeview is on the bump as they will pitch to the starting lineup for the Falcons. Starts with Gabe Winterode. Finishing out that starting lineup, Caden Beatty is going to be playing shortstop, batting 7th. Cameron Spina is going to be out in right field, and the DH is Jake Brinkman. He is batting 9th. Ethan Mason is going to be playing second base but will not hit, as he is the DH for him. So we should get started here in just a moment, and I want to thank you for tuning in. If you're wondering, hey, why can't we find all this stuff as easy as we did it last year? Well, we're trying some new things. So if you are watching right now, and you are watching maybe after this game goes off, after the fact, you finally found it, when you do get a chance, go into Fuller Digital Solutions, subscribe to the channel OABCIG. So once you subscribe to that channel, then as something comes up, you will get a reminder and a text about it. Now, you don't see it right away. So if you want to get locked into it before we start the broadcast, then go into that channel and search the names of the teams that are playing. So in this case, you'd search Ridgeview, OABCIG, and up would pop the game. So that's the easiest way to do it. I know it doesn't sound easy. It's probably not as easy as it was last year, but it is what we're doing this year, so we do appreciate you working with us. On the baseball field tonight, the hitters are going to have a little better chance than they did on Monday night. Monday, there was a heavy wind in from center. Looks like this time the wind is in from left field, so if you're hitting out toward right, you have a little bit of a better shot, but still a little bit in that hitter's face. And we are ready for baseball. Down the lines, 320 to the fence, although it does cut in a bit on the foul line, so it could be a little shorter if you wrap one around the pole in right. Out to left field, 320, and dead away center is 350. Gabe Winterode coming up. Winterode, that classic leadoff hitter, batting left. Short in stature, takes some walks. Pitcher winding, bringing it home. Right-hand pitcher, missing high and outside, ball 1. That's Trayson Price. Working from the full wind. Brings it home again, and that's going to be high and tight for ball 2. So a 2-0 count to the leadoff hitter for the Falcons. Foul that one back and check in with a 2-1 count. Last year, the Falcon Bats took a while to get started, but won a lot of games with their defense. Certainly was the case in game 1. That's going to be high and ball 3. There's a pitcher who happens to be 6 feet 7 inches tall, pitched in high school a little bit. It's like Gabe frustrates you because you don't have much of a strike zone there. But when you come up to bat, you've got an extra foot of strike zone. It just doesn't seem very fair. As the pitcher looks in, winding, now the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Winterode is going to take that one high and take his base over at first. So a walk to Winterode, has the first runner on, and coming up is Trust Wells. That's why you put a player like that right in the leadoff hole, get a runner on. With his speed, he can easily get in scoring position. Winterode, good leadoff first. Price eyeing over, throws, and just in time back. Whew, that was a close play. Nice move by Price. Looked like Winterode may have been leaning a bit. Wells taking ball 1. Just a perfect night for baseball. Sun behind the clouds. Going to ground one out towards third. Oh, a short hop eats him up. And no play at any base as Winterode's at second and Wells at first. Call it an E5. With runners now at first and second for Easton Harms. Not his fault at third, but just took a goofy hop. Easton Harms checks in now. Catcher tonight. Big lead off first for Wells. Price comes home, missing high. Price eyes the runner at second, now delivering home. That one misses high and over the head. So a 2-0 count. This is what you don't want. You got first game back at home here. You have runners at first and second. You just got to concentrate and throw strikes. Price from the set, delivers home, right on the inside corner. Good pitch, and Harms says, I want that one when I'm the catcher. Just on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Price eyeing second, now coming home again. He's going to fist one over towards first and spins it over. No play anywhere as Harms beats it out. So wait for the official score there. I don't know if that's a single. I don't think there was a play to be made one way or the other. I'm going to give him a single. They do mark it as a hit. So now bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter, Zach Heemer, and he can help his cause as he is the pitcher for the Falcons this evening. Taking inside and low, ball 1. Going back to the full wind with the bases loaded. Laced over towards first. Ooh. Just ate up the first baseman. The throw to first is going to go into the dugout, and that'll go out of play. So one base will be awarded to the runner at first. He'll go to second. Runner at second came home on the error. So Winter Road scores, Wells scores, Harms is at third, Heemer's at second, and that brings up Trayton Kohler. And the lead is 2-0 with Kohler up and nobody out. Runners are at second and third, first base open. Kohler, right-hand hitter, right in the back of the box, foot on the line, takes it right on the inside corner. Looks down to Doetzler at third, has his sign, now stepping back in. Kohler a bit of an open stance, has that first front foot over towards third base, but then he'll pick it up and dive it towards the pitcher when he swings. Coming from the full wind, he'll swing on a little bit of a breaking ball there, off-speed pitch. He wanted that fastball. Instead, he tried to hold back on a breaking ball. It didn't work well. He's going to fist one over to first. Hits the first baseman. Throw to first is in time. So a 3-1 putout. Fielder's choice advances the runner to third. Runner from third scores. An RBI is had by Kohler. Heemer did have one RBI on his single. So Gill up now. 3 runs in. Runners at third. 1 out. Inside and high, ball 1. Gill went all 7 innings in the first game. Did not allow a run. Price winds and fires. That's going to miss low and outside. Gill's ahead in the count, 2-0. Out towards shallow right now, underneath it, making the play, tagging up from third. The throw in will not be in time as Heemer comes across to score the 4th run of the inning. So a sacrifice fly to the right fielder has 2 outs, nobody on, but another RBI for the Falcons and a 4-0 lead as Sharkey comes up. Bringing it home, a high fly ball infield. Underneath it is the shortstop, and he will make the play. So a pop-out ends the frame, but not before. The Falcons puts 4 across on 2 hits with no one left on and 1 error. We're through a half inning. Falcons on top 4-0. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
All right, back here in Holstein as the Falcons have taken a 4-0 lead. Ridgeview. I came to Denison back in 2006. It was Galva Holstein, I believe, at that time. Galva Holstein and Shaler Cresslin, and a while back they switched over to the Ridgeview squad, combining those schools, and now the Raptors, and a natural rivalry with the Falcons of OABCIG. And to be honest, I'm just glad they didn't end up going with something like HOGASCH. I mean, that would have just been very complex. So Ridgeview seems like a very good solution, as they will throw down, and Hemer will get his first action on the mound this year. Especially after MVAO COU. I just get very concerned that we're going to have like a 9-letter acronym out there. Hemer, right-hand pitcher, working from the full wind. He'll deliver home. And in there on the inside corner. Kind of have a little bit of a short arm delivery there. What I mean by that is he keeps the elbow in tight to his body. He does hide the ball a little bit from the pitcher behind his head when you do that. Kind of stays back behind the head for that extra second, and then all of a sudden it pops out around his head as it gets thrown into you. He gets the second strike across on the inside corner, and it's an 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Tyler Colpin. As Hemer brings it home and just misses outside. Nice eye there on an 0-2 count. Tried to get him to chase there. See if he doesn't come back on that inside corner here. Harms wanted that one. So did Hemer. Neither one of them got it. So the count evens out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned Winterode of the slight stature, and Colpin taking advantage of that as a leadoff hitter as well, as he'll fist one foul and out of play. Eyeing in, nods, and delivers home. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Hemer as Colpin goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Trayson Price.
Pitcher number 10, Trayson Price.
Price will step in. Right-hand hitter. Upright stance. Hemer looks in. Working with Harms, has a sign, now comes home. Missing low and outside. Had you ever learned foreign languages from movies, TV, and stuff like that? You know what I'm talking about? Like you see somebody at the bonjour, you don't know French, but you know that's hello, yeah? That one's in there for a strike. Earlier today, the thought of the day was en fuego. Do you know what en fuego means? Spanish for on fire. That is what my grill was, as Hemer brings it home. That one's going to get grounded out towards short field. They're up with it, has to hurry, and it is in time. Nice play as Preston Gill throws it over to Sharkey on the 6-3 putout. I got my grill about 2 years ago, and over 2 years I've developed a fine layer of grease at the bottom of that grill. And I was teaching my son to ride his bike today, so I stepped away for about 5 minutes. When I came back, I had flames coming out of that grill that were about 6 feet high. Needless to say, the food was not good, but it was en fuego, on fire, all of it. And I do have to say that I made fun of my brother-in-law when we were at Mother's Day because I got steaks and he grilled them and he burned them. He did not burn them as bad as me. I had 3 hockey pucks and 2 sticks that used to be kebabs. So that's in there, strike 1, strike 2, and an 0-2 count with 2 outs. But en fuego, now you know some Spanish. As Hemer, eyes in, right-hand batter. Expect him to waste a pitch here outside maybe. You're going to go high and try to get him to chase. You're going to hit it over towards first, and it does get past Sharkey into right field for a hit. And they do credit the hit. So a single has a base runner on for Hemer, as that'll bring up Cale Murchu. So my dad always knew Schnell because they did a lot of German movies back in the day. And you'd see like U-boat captains back in war movies, and they'd always say Schnell, which means fast in German. They probably don't have a lot of foreign languages in movies anymore. As that misses ball 1, 1-0 count, 2 outs. Hemer coming at home again. That's going to get all the way to the backstop, and runner advances over to second base now in scoring position. So Hemer got 2. Now a little bit of a threat here with 2 outs in the first inning. Falcons on top 4-0. Did mention earlier, but we were going to do the softball game tonight, and you can see that softball game. It's going on right now. Just switch channels from Fuller Digital Solutions. So look up Fuller Digital Solutions, then switch over to the Holstein channel. And if you're on that, you'll be able to see the softball game. If you're on the baseball channel on OABCIG, well, that's what we've got right now. And our next broadcast will be on Friday night as the Falcons take on the Monarchs of Denison. That game was originally scheduled to be down in Denison, but I guess it has been moved now up to Ida Grove. So we'll have that game as well on Friday night. Oh, taking his base. So walk has runners at first and second now as Holstein threatens here in the first. And that'll bring up Connor Neighborhouse. Now, you never should bet on high school sports. It's never a good thing. But every once in a while you think a team won't score 8 runs, then they come out and score 4 in the first inning. And you look at the scoreboard and say, that might not be good. That's all right, Keith. You deserve to win one every once in a while. Runners at first and second with a runner. Hitter up is going to drive one out towards center field, deep right, and that is going to score some runs. To the fence, 1 hop. Trayton Kohler picks it up, fires into the cutoff man. They're going to bring it in to second base. 2 runs will come across, and it is 4-2 here in the first inning. A double for Connor Neighborhouse and 2 RBI. Cale Murchu and Aiden Martin scoring in front. And Neighborhouse is over at second base with Cade Harriman coming up. Harriman, a left-hand batter. Digs into the box. Squaring around to bunt, and he had a whole lot of room over there towards the third base side. Now they're going to play him a little bit closer in. 0-1 count. Hemer eyes second, now delivers home. Strike 2. There's a strike away from getting out of this with just the 2 runs across. And just want to quiet it down right here. Eyeing second, now coming home. Fisted over towards third, foul, and gets down. So the count remains 0-2. Falcons on top, 4-2. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 0-2 count. Hit foul and out of play on the dugout. Count still 0-2. Harriman fighting it off, staying alive. Runner at second is Connor Aberhouse. His double scored 2 runs. Hemer eyes second. Now from the set comes home. Missing high and outside. You just got to trust that defense right here, Heber, and throw it across, get strike in there. Force him to hit it. Good pitch there. Foul to the backstop. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harms framed it on the inside, but too far in for a call, and it'll go to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner is at second base. Hemer comes home again. Swung on and missed. So a strikeout ends the threat, but not before 2 get across on 2 hits with 1 runner left. We are through 1 complete. It's 4-2 Falcons. Back in a moment.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
All right, we're back as the Falcons will come up with their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Max Webb, Eric Siebenaller, and back to the top of the order with Gabe Winterode. Webb will dig in, right-hand hitter. A lot of room down the line in right. So we can get one over the first baseman's head. He could run for a while. They're shading him a little bit to left center from center field. Left fielder playing pretty much straight away. Count is 2-0. Third baseman on the grass. Shortstop back. Has his second and first base even at the bag. That swung on, and I think he ticked it foul. Either way, it's a strike and a 2-1 count. Cool summer night here in Holstein. Lights are on, sun behind the clouds. Missing high and a 3-1 count. Price wants to force him to hit the ball here. Webb looks out, swings and misses on some high cheddar. And the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dolzer says, hey, if you can see it and it's eye level, don't swing. Price brings it across again, and that one's going to miss low, and a good eye gets a base for Webb as he works a walk. And that brings up Eric Siebenaller. Siebenaller, big part of that inning that had all the runs scored for the Falcons on Monday night. Had some good at-bats on Monday. Webb leads off first, and Siebenaller takes ball 1 as they throw down to see if they can't get Webb leaning off of first after. No dice there, and the count's 1-0. Bryce working from the set here. Going to get Uncle Charlie across. Curveball started off at the shoulder and ended up right across the inside corner. That one will miss low, and the count goes to 2-1. The next game we'll have on will be Falcons versus Denison in baseball on Friday, as that curveball fell about 4 inches too far in front of the plate. The count is 3-1. Good play by the catcher there for the Raptors, as Tyler Colpin kept it in front of him, prevented that runner from getting to second. Strike on... Oh, that was strike 3. I had it as a 3-1 count, but I was wrong. So a strikeout for the first out, has a runner at first. The official scorer was confused too. That's hit high and out of play over the third base side.
Number 24, Gabe Winterod.
Winterod up. He scored the first run of the game. Behind in the count 0-1. Webb leading off first. And Winterod swings through it as Webb checks in at second. So far that off-speed pitch is working a bit here. He's got the hitters on that front foot. What it means is, as a hitter, you start picking up your foot and stepping almost on the wind. And on a curveball, you have to hold back, and you kind of swing flat-footed as he strikes out on the high heat. And then that happens. So you start waiting and waiting and waiting, and then all of a sudden it comes in fast, and you feel like you got to throw a swing out there before you realize whether it's a strike or a ball. You just got to rotate those speeds a little bit. With runner at second now and 2 outs, Wells is up. Wells reached on an error, now grounding it over towards short through the wickets, as the runner is going to come around third. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time, so Webb will score, and we'll see if it's an error. It is. It'll be an E6 and a 2-base error that scores a run. So no RBI, but the run does come across, and the lead is 5-2 for the Falcons. Harms reached on a single. Pitch will come in for a strike. Eyeing second, now bringing it home. I think that was a ball, but I thought that last time, and then strike 3 came. So we'll see, but it's a 1-1 count on the scoreboard. And that one will get past the backstop, and that'll advance Wells over to third. And now a 2-1 count with 2 outs and a runner at third for Easton Harms. Price going to miss over the head there, and the count moves to 3-1. If Harms does reach, that would bring up Zach Heemer, who had a single and an RBI in the first inning. Up the chimney and out of play. Oh, that red card just about got hit. Hannah, you didn't park there, did you? No? Hannah's car was undamaged by the foul ball last Monday. As the pitch is delivered home, and it'll be grounded up the middle again for a base hit. So Harms has his second hit in as many innings, scoring the runner from third. An RBI for Harms. And the run across is now a 6-2 game. Zach Heemer coming up. He had an RBI and a single in the first inning. With Harms at first, let's see if he takes off here. No, he will just watch it go and get to the backstop, so he'll take the bag. Now runner in scoring position at second. (6-2) game. That'll be fouled right to the backstop and even out the count 1-1. Good crowd tonight. Of course, it's a rivalry between the two schools. That's popped up, catcher running, and it's going to just stay in play but hit the fence. Catcher did not have a play on it, and it's a 1-2 count. That's delivered home low. 2-2 count. Harms leading off second. Hemer at the dish, and he will swing and miss at strike 3 to end the frame, but the Falcons get 2 on 2 hits with 1 runner left, and we are through 1.5. Falcons are on top 6-2. Back in a moment.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at holsteinmfg.com.
We're back here in Holstein as the Falcons taking on Ridgeview. Mentioned it a couple times. We'll do it again. If you want to see the game between the Falcon girls in softball versus the Ridgeview girls, then you can do that on the Ridgeview channel. So there's a channel system this year. You can look up Fuller Digital Solutions and then pick your channel. You pick OABCIG for our broadcast. You pick Ridgeview for their broadcasts, and numerous other schools as well. And once you pick that and you can subscribe to it, you'll get updates on different games that are upcoming. But in this particular case, sometimes games go on different channels for the sake of having more games on for you. So you can tune in and get the Ridgeview broadcast of the OABCIG Ridgeview softball game going on right now. And you got the baseball game right here. So appreciate you joining us on Fuller Digital Solution. Also appreciate our sponsors, including Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, the Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, Beckman Motors, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, North Star Community Credit Union, Holstein Senior Living. It's coming to the dish now. Number 7 for Holstein. That is Caden Beatty. Hoffman Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Bloyer Agency, Evertech, as that's in there for a strike, and it evens the count 1 ball and 1 strike. And Farm Bureau Insurance agents Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas. United Bank of Iowa is our scoreboard sponsor, and Gordon's Body Shop our pregame sponsor. As the pitch is in and low, and a 2-1 count. So it cooled off up here in Holstein. I'd say my official goosebump meter is probably at about a 68 to 75 with a little bit of a breeze, some humidity. Ooh, that's not a goosebump. That is a solid wrap to the back there as Beatty takes a base the hard way with a hit by pitch. And there was no intent there. Spina coming up. Cam is the right fielder. Has a runner at first with no out. Hemer eyes the runner. Now brings it home from the set. And missing outside, I believe, maybe. Maybe low. 1-0 count. And that is going to miss as well in a 2-0 count. A 6-2 is the score. Now a 3-0 count. So Hemer, who was pretty much locked in the zone in the first inning, a little control issue here to start inning number 2. Finds it there. That's that inside pitch right on the corner. Umpire's been calling that pitch all night. Hemer's going to lace one across that's fired out. Winterode picks it up in center, and they'll hit the cutoff man. So a solid single has runners at first and second for Jake Brinkman.
Number 20, Jake Brinkman.
You know, Hannah, I'm 41 years old, and I could let my face go for about 3 months, and I would not have a beard near as good as that man's beard. That is pretty darn good for Brinkman. I could use Miracle Grow. It wouldn't even have any effect. I'd have to get that spray paint that they give to people that are losing their hair, try to spray that on my face, and it still wouldn't be the right place. As Hemer delivers home. Oof. That must be missing outside, because from here it looks like a good pitch. I've seen that pitch about 3 times. Ridgeview's thrown it, and the Falcons have thrown it, and that arm hasn't come up. So it's a 2-0 count with runners at first and second, and nobody out. And that one comes inside and tight. Protect the beard. Get that head out of the way. 6-2 is the score. Falcons are on top, but Ridgeview threatening with runners at first and second and nobody out here in the second inning. That's going to miss. So the bases are juiced. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters all get on. There's a force at any base. And Doetzler says, hey, let's talk about this. Up to bat will be Tyler Colpin. He struck out in the first inning. This is where you just have a conversation. All right, if it's hit to you, you step on the base. If it's hit to you, you throw to first. If not, you can go home. If you can get the runner at home, then try to throw to first. Then we can get the double play, and then we can just go to first and get out of this inning. And the outfielders all stand out there and go, I wonder what they're talking about in there. I wish I could be in the infield. We have to walk over here and stand in center and look like we're important. And if you're Gabe, it looks like you're standing between your 2 older brothers, to be honest. Kind of like an M. It was like a McDonald's logo out there. He plays a good center field, though. A lot of range in the outfield for the Falcons. So Colpin up. Catcher for Ridgeview. As he will take low one outside, and Hemer having those control issues. And what happens, you get behind in the count, then they know you got to come in with it. They've been loading up when he's gotten in the zone. Want to get that strike across here and even it out. It's going to be laced towards short, fielded there to second, the short way, and they will get the runner out at second. So a put out on a 6-4 fielder's choice. The run comes in. At first is Colpin. Scoring was Beatty. Spina to third. Brinkman was thrown out at second. So runners now at first and third with Price up to bat. Right-hand hitter as Hemer will get him to chase the high heat there. And the score is 6-3. Hamer eyes third. Anticipate that runner at first taking off here. They are going to throw to third. They throw to second. They try to get him to come off third. He does not. Gill was ready to throw him out at home. So they got the base runner over to second. Now runners at second and third. You have the force at first. So that's in there for a strike. So an 0-2 count. This would be a huge strikeout if you could get it. Hamer eyeing third. Now looking home from the set. Delivers home. Swung on and missed. Big pitch there. So now you're one out away from getting this mess done with just one coming across. Aiden Martin had a single and scored a run in the first inning for Ridgeview. Good hitter. Got to just challenge him. Oof. You can tell both pitchers want that to be called, and the umpire is telling them, nope, I am not going to call it tonight. 1-0 count. Swung on and missed as he was loading up there, and he got that fastball by him. Eyes the runners. Now coming home. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back swinging strikes. And Hamer is one cut away from getting out of this one. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Hamer delivering home. Cut and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts, and just one comes across. So one run on one hit with 2 runners left on through 2 complete. Falcons doubling up Ridgeview right now, 6-3. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
We're back here in Holstein as the Falcons lead 6-3. Both teams have scored in every inning so far. Falcons got 4 in the first, 2 in the second, and Ridgeview got 2 in the first, 1 in the second. So it's a reducing number there. 4-2, 2-1. So is that another half here? We're going to get 1 run for the Falcons. Patterns don't normally hold up as that's fouled out of play. Trayton Kohler up for the Falcons, facing Mr. Price for the Ridgeview Raptors. Got a new pitcher warming up down there for the Falcons. We'll see if they get somebody new coming in. It is number 11, and that doesn't help me because I don't have a roster in front of me. I was going to be doing a different game. That is going to be Max Webb who's warming up. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Trayton Kohler. He's going to hit one high over to right field, kind of in no man's land, running in, and it's going to – that is what we call a wedge shot, and Trayton's going to try and then just check back in at first base. He just hit that ball right into the gap there, and it fell down right where it was supposed to. It wasn't the pitching wedge. That was definitely the gap wedge. Had the backspin, too, because it hit and stuck. So Preston Gill coming up. As that pitch is in there, and it's grounded fouled up the third base line. Kohler has good speed. Good athlete. I believe he's a sophomore going into his junior season. Did get an update. The Falcons trailing in the softball game 9-1 late. As that's hit over to the right, and a single for Preston Gill. And Kohler's going to take the turn and try to take the extra base. They throw down to third, and that's going to get Gill into second. So a single turns into a double. Not on the scorebooks, but a single and a single have runners at second and third with nobody out, and Cam Sharkey coming up. So Sharkey popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. They're going to bring the infield in here and try to cut off any more runs. He's going to drill one out towards center. Fielder catches it. He's going to bring it home. One hop, not in time, as the runner comes across to score. Trayton Kohler. RBI sacrifice fly for Cam Sharkey to the center fielder, and that brings up Max Webb, who was taking a couple of warm-up throws down there, looking like he might come in for Zach Emer. Gill dancing off a second, delivering home, and that's going to be a foul ball. That's an impressive pitch right there. Max Webb ducked. He had the bat above his head, and the ball hit the bat. Now, if it had gone fair, that is actually a hit and can be run out or be just adjudicated in the field of play. That misses outside for a ball, and the count goes to even, 1-1. So Webb digging in again. Price, the runner at second. They are going to throw back again, and just about getting away from the second baseman there, but he does make the play and throw it back to Price. Sometimes when you make that, you just say, you know what, I don't think I'm going to do that again. Don't want to throw it out to center field. Let a run come in. So that's in there for a strike, and the count moves to 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out. That'll skip to the backstop. And get the runner over to third. The infield is in. 2-2 count, one out. That's going to be hit, and because the infield's in, the run will score as Max Webb gets a single and an RBI. Scoring in Preston Gill from third. So 3 singles and a sac fly have 2 runs across and a runner at first. Siebenaller up. He struck out in the second inning. As Price works from the set, delivering home. High fly ball out of play over to the left side. Goes over the third base dugout and out of the field of play. I was going to say, it sounds like my car, but I'm glad it's not because they stopped it. That one will bounce and get to the backstop. Max Webb checks in at second. He's got a nice curveball, but every once in a while he just has that distance wrong on it. It spikes about 3 or 4 inches or feet in front of the plate. Unfortunately, it's causing that ball to kick up and over the catcher's head. So that misses low. The count moves to 2-1. Price bringing it home. Swung on and missed, and a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner is at second, and Max Webb. And after Siebenaller will be Winterode. That one skips across. A nice block by the catcher. And we're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 8-3 score. Falcons on top. Top of inning 3. And a strikeout for Price will bring up Winterode with a runner at second. Winterode walked in the first, struck out in the second, and now batting for his 3rd time tonight in the 3rd. Gonna throw it in and miss on the inside corner as Winterode dances out of the way in a 1-0 count. Price eyeing the runner, now coming home. And an excuse me swing. Grounded foul on the first base line. He almost had to jump to avoid being hit and still swung and hit it. Price delivering home, taken inside, and the count moves to 2-1. High pitch fouled out of play. We got a true deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second. We have played 2 innings. Top of the 3rd right now. And now a 3-2 count. First base is open. Price just needs to get it across and force Winterode to swing. And he will. High fly ball out towards right field. Running in, and not going to make the play. As Winterode finds a gap in right center for a single. And that will score the run from second in Max Webb. RBI for Winterode. And the lead is 6 for the Falcons, 9-3. Trustwell's coming up. And Trust has had a little luck tonight. He reached on an error by the third baseman and reached on an error by the shortstop. And scored 2 runs. He will swing and miss. Winterode going to get into second base. Now taking off for third as the throw gets past the shortstop to the outfield. And 1 steal turns into 2 steals. And you got a runner at third with 2 outs. And any passed ball likely will score a run. Eyeing in from the full wind. Price delivers. Uncle Charlie missing high. And a 1-1 count. That is going to miss high as well, but not far enough away from the catcher to get the run in. And the count is 2-1. If Wells gets on, that would bring up Easton Harms. Harms has reached twice. Does have an RBI. Oof. Must have missed high. Maybe inside. Count is 3-1. After the home plate umpire, 3-2 count now. On Monday night, where he had another engagement that evening and wanted to get out of there, and just about anything was a strike. This umpire's a little bit tighter on the zone. And that is swung on and missed, and we'll do it. So the frame ends on the strikeout by Trust Wells, but not before the Falcons get 3 across on 4 hits with 1 runner left. And we are through 2.5. Falcons lead is 6, 9-3. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, third-generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family-owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Battle Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
And we're back here in Holstein as the Falcon lead is 9-3 through 2.5 innings. Bottom of the third coming up. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions on the OABCIG channel. I want to thank you for joining us. Had the softball game going on in Galva tonight. That was what we were scheduled to do, but they double scheduled that game with the Holstein Fuller Digital Solutions crew. So on the road we went as we put the oxen up in front on the Oregon Trail, moving west, my friends, and we did over to Holstein, where we are doing the baseball game tonight. But the game ended for Holstein in softball, 11-1 in 5 innings. And we do have a timeout called by the umpire. Not sure what happened there. I think he just lost something in his eye and wanted to make sure he had the right field of vision. Pitcher remains Hemer, so we did see Max Webb warming up, but they're going to keep Hemer out there at least for now. Ball 1 coming across. So Falcons fell to Ridgeview in softball. Boys are up right now for OABCIG. Score of 9-3 in this third inning. Ridgeview batting in the home frame. That swung on a missed, and the count goes to 1-2. That is caught over at the pitcher and back to first in time, and a good play there by Hemer.
Number 22, Connor, neighbor house.
As Hemer looks in, neighbor house takes a ball. Neighbor house doubled and had 2 RBI in the first inning. Was left there at second base. And that is an absolute excuse me as Hemer picks it up, throws to first in time. So a 1-3 put out. And the Falcons 2 quick outs here in the third inning.
Center fielder, Cade Harriman.
Cade Harriman coming up next. As a sign from Harms as Hemer delivers home. And that's going to be fisted, stays fair, picked up at third to first, and not in time maybe, but the ball was dropped. Sharkey was able to dig it, but not keeping it in the glove. I didn't see, that is a hit they're going to give. So base hit for Harriman, a runner at first with 2 outs, and Cade Beebe coming up. Beatty was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the second inning as he takes outside for a ball. So if you're Hemer, you know you didn't want to have that runner get on. You wanted to have a nice clean inning. Now you just got to concentrate on the runner at the plate, trying to get this done. As the runner takes off from first, that's hit high in the sky. Sharkey working underneath it, and he will make the grab. So a pop out to first ends the frame. No runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left. No errors. Through 3 complete, the Falcons are on top 9-3. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
On the first out.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com.
All right, top of the fourth coming here as the Falcon lead is 6, 9-3.
Number 35, Easton Harms.
Price stays out there for Ridgeview. He is the starter and pitcher of record so far. Harms up for the Falcons. Reached base twice, scored once, and has 1 RBI. That's going to be drilled over towards short. Has to hurry with the speed of Harms, and does. Nice play. A 6-3 put out as the first out of the inning for the Raptors. We'll bring up Zach Hemer. Hemer has singled with an RBI and struck out in the second inning. Wind and fire in, and that'll be fouled out of play over the backstop. Oh, 1 count, 1 out. Nobody on. Falcon lead is 6. That's out of the zone. The count evens out, and a ball and a strike. Wind blowing in from left field. Right across the first baseline is what the flag is telling me. Cool night up here in Holstein. Once that sun went behind the clouds and really dropped the temperature, wind picked up. I can only hope that the rest of the summer will be just like this. More than likely it'll be 95 with 95% humidity. Pitch comes in, high and tight. And a base will be hit on a walk for Zach Heemer. And that'll bring up Trayton Kohler. Kohler grounded out to the first baseman and got an RBI in the first inning, and then he had a single and came around to score in the third. Whoa, that's a foul ball. That's the second time that has happened. Throwing it over the head of the hitter and hits the bat. That is one hard way to get a strike. So Kohler now behind in the count. Didn't get the best swing on it, but got a piece. As that one bounces across, and the count evens out at a ball and a strike. Ripped out towards left center. Fouls or drops in front of the center fielder. So a solid wrap. That's two good hits to the outfield for Trayton Kohler tonight. And runners now at first and second for Preston Gill. Gill had an RBI on a sacrifice fly in the first inning, and then he had a single and came around to score in the third. Upright hitter, back of the box, right-hand stick as he takes outside for a ball and a 1-0 count. Those don't know what I'm talking about when I say an upright stance. Instead of crouching, getting those knees bent, he's one of those hitters that just really likes to stand and keeps that outside foot, that front foot, pointed a little bit towards third base. And then he'll pick it up and drive it out towards the pitcher on his step. That closes the stance, and you kind of swing across your foot for a little extra power. You just have to make sure when you do that, you do close your stance when you swing. That time there, instead of stepping towards the pitcher, he actually ended up stepping a little bit towards third. And if you do swing like that, you're going to end up flaring it out to right, and you won't have the power. You need to get that step towards first or towards the pitcher at the very least. And that time blocked by the catcher, and it goes to 3-1. Now, there's no science to hitting when it comes to what you're comfortable with. Gill. Going to watch that one go to the backstop as the runners will advance the 90 feet. And now runners at every base for Cam Sharkey. 3 ducks on the pond ready to be brought home. And a pitching visit to the mound by the coach for Ridge View. And this could be a pitching change. If it is, we'll take a break here and see who they bring in. So the score is 9-3. The discussion is between the pitcher, the catcher, and the coach. I think he's just asking him, hey, just get it across, all right? Well, the umpire's going to go out, hey, we ready to go? And we are. So all the runners will run back to their bases. Gill at first, Kohler at second, and Heemer at third. Sharkey at the dish. Bases loaded for the first baseman. He'd love to get a couple more runs on the board here for the Falcons as he takes a strike. One out. Top of inning number 4. Pitcher brings it home. And that's outside for a ball. And that's been a tough pitch. On Monday, that was a strike all game long. And today, that's just not a strike. And every pitch for the pitchers that's thrown there, they want to get it. That's hit high and deep out towards center field, but underneath it, going to come up and make the play is the center fielder. They are going to try to tag up, cut off at the pitching plate. But running across was Heemer for a sacrifice fly and a run scored RBI for Sharkey to the center fielder. Runners remain at first and second.
Designated hitter Max Webb.
As Max Webb comes up, he has walked once, and then he had an RBI single and came around to score in the third. So he scored 2 runs. He has runners at first and second with 2 outs. Again, now coming home. Strike. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Mentioned the Ridgeview Raptors won in the softball game tonight as that's grounded to the pitcher. Up with it over to first and in time. So a 1-3 putout ends the threat, but not before 1 comes across, and the lead now 7 for the Falcons, 10-3. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube. We'll be back in one moment.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
And softball's 12 after 4.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We're proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odebolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
All right, back to action here as they throw down to end the warm-ups between innings.
Number 17, Cam Spina.
Spina coming up for the Raptors. Falcons lead now 7 runs, 10-3. They got 4 in the first, 2 in the second. And then they got another 3 in the third, just 1 in the fourth. Raptors 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Spina had a single and was stranded at third as that's taken inside for a ball and a 2-0 count. Heemer's still on the pitching plate for the Falcons. He started tonight, gave up 3 so far through 3 innings complete. After Spina will be Brinkman, then back to the top of the order with Kolpin. And a strike in there, 2-1 count. So we're going to have another game this week on Friday, and then we take all of next week off. Because somebody wanted to go to a nice warm climate. That might be me. And that's going to be in there for a strike. The count moves to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Then we'll get back at it the week after that on Friday. So we're going to have Friday this week and then about 2 weeks off, but then we'll get right back at it and get you more baseball and softball throughout the year as the throw to first is going to get past Sharkey, stretched out but not able to make the play. He'll track it down on the fence line, and we got a bit of an injury at second possibly, but we're okay. He's standing up. He doesn't want to have been injured by the bag. So we say that was a hit. We give it a hit, a single, and then a throwing error gets the extra base. So a runner at second with nobody out for Jake Brinkman. Brinkman reached in the second inning. Swung on and missed. One ball, 1 strike, no outs, runner at second. Swung on and missed again. A 1-2 count. He would love to get a strikeout here. And he does. A good place for it. On 3 straight strikes, we'll bring up Tyler Colpin. Colpin struck out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, and he comes up for his 3rd at-bat of the game. Leadoff hitter for the Raptors. Eyeing second, bringing home, strike 1. Hemer wanted it, and he got it. Colpin digging in again. And he will lace one out towards right field, and that's going to fall and get past Kohler to the fence. Picked up there. They're going to get the cutoff man. They have a play at third, possibly. It is going to get there, but not on the bag. So a triple for Colpin, and a run scored by Spina on an RBI triple. And the lead is down to 6 for the Falcons, 10-4. And that'll bring up Trayson Price. Price is grounded out to short and struck out. If Price gets on, Aiden Martin would come up. Just missing on the inside there. Falling behind 1-0. I want to thank our sponsors tonight for making it possible to broadcast, including Holstein Senior Living, North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet. It's going to be grounded out towards short, fielded there. They're going to let the run score. Throw to first is in time. So a 6-3 putout gets out number 2. A run coming across is Colpin, and that'll be an RBI ground out for Price. Martin coming up now with a runner or nobody on and 2 outs. North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Beckman Motors, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, Evertech, Farm Bureau Insurance Agents, Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas. The pitch is in there for a strike, right at the knees on the inside corner. Also want to thank Holstein Manufacturing, the Bloyer Agency, Holstein Senior Living, and the Hoffman Agency. Our pregame show sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, and United Bank of Iowa, our scoreboard sponsor. Hemer delivers home, fouled to the backstop, and the count is 0-2. 10-5 the score. Falcons up, bottom of the 4th inning. Ridgeview at the plate, 2 outs, no one on for the number 3 hitter, Aiden Martin. So it's a different approach, we mentioned last time with Gill. Martin sets up straight, kind of more of an upright hitter, but then as he gets into his stance, which is just before the pitch is thrown, he bends those knees and really loads up on his back foot. That gets you a little bit more power because that transfer of weight is where you get most of your power going forward. So if you can get 90 to 95% of your weight sitting on your right foot as a right-hand hitter, then when you swing through and you shift that weight to your left foot, you really can pull the ball to left field. Again, setting up, they will in there, strike 3. So a big pitch there for Hemer gets him out of the inning. 2 runs across, but the Falcons still lead by 5. 10-5 the score. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back in a moment.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
Yeah. All right, back here in Holstein as the Raptors and Falcons squaring off. Game number 2 for both teams. Falcons got a win in Game 1 against Maple Valley Anthenoto, and KP got the better of Ridgeview in their first game. This is the first home game for Ridgeview, first away game for the Falcons. The Falcons are up on top right now, 10-5. A new pitcher is in, and it is Cade Harriman. He replaces Trayson Price. Price moves out to center field, and Harriman comes in to pitch. Looks like that's the only 2 moves the team's made. Harriman is a left-hand pitcher. It'll be the first left-hander faced this year by the Falcons, and he is going to go against the 9-1-2 hitters as Eric Siebenaller comes up to face the southpaw. Pitch coming in, and that'll miss high and outside. A 1-0 count to Siebenaller. Siebenaller has struck out twice tonight. And just missing on the release point right now, as Harriman has had a hard time finding the catcher's mitt on the first 2 pitches. That one's going to bounce in there. So, of course, you miss 2 high and outside, so what do? You overcorrect and you spike one down about 9 feet in front of the plate. Now you just got to split the difference and get one across on the 3-0 count. That one will miss high and outside as well. So a leadoff walk for Eric Siebenaller is going to bring up Gabe Winterode. A Winterode watched 3 of those pitchers sail right over where his head's going to be. So I would guess it's going to be on a swivel a bit here. Lefty on lefty. That one will spike across and get away from the catcher. So he will check in at second base as Siebenaller takes it on the pass ball. Or wild pitch, one of the 2. I don't judge. So a 1-0 count. That one will spike across 2. And that is going to get away from the catcher. And Siebenaller checks in at third base now. So coach is going to come out and say, hey, do we need to get some resin out here? Oh, a little coaching early on in the season isn't going to hurt anybody. So 10-5 our score. How did we get here? Well, the Falcons plated 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth for their 10 runs. Ridgeview got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth. The only scoreless frame for either team was the third inning for the Raptors. They were held to just 4 hitters in that inning. So the coach is out there talking to the catcher and the pitcher, and the umpire says, hey, I do have some plans for later this evening. Let's get this along, coach. Oh, but we're going to have a pitching change. So they're going to call in the first baseman, and that is going to be Cale Murchu, who's going to come in. And Harriman is going to go out to center. And a partridge in a pear tree, I think. I don't know exactly where we're going to end up. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break, let you hear from our great sponsors. Remember, these are the people that make our games possible. We'll be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTex No Limits Internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
I think it's actually...
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at HolsteinMFG.com.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
All right. So a bit of a merry-go-round here. The first baseman is going to come into pitch, and that is Murchu. So Murchu comes into pitch. They move Harriman back to center field. Then Trayson Price goes to right, and Neighborhouse comes in from right to be the first baseman. So Winterode is up. The count is 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at third, nobody out. And the Falcon lead is 10-5. Top of inning number 5. If the Falcons do somehow get 5 runs here, they can win this game if they can hold Ridgeview scoreless. There is a 10-run rule after 5 innings in high school baseball. Winterode squaring around a bunt, pulls it back and takes strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out for Winterode, who has walked, struck out, and singled with an RBI. Did score a run in the first inning. And he will take ball 3, and the count moves full. So Murchu, left-hander, replacing the left-hander, eyes the runner at third. From the set, he delivers home high, and Winterode will take a walk. And now with a runner at first and third, if I don't see Winterode take off on the first pitch, I would guess he'll take off on the second pitch. Trustwell's up, probably on a dead take for Winterode to go. Winterode watching the shoulders of the pitcher, make sure he's coming home with it. And he is going to just stay. It surprises me. Could be the Dotzler just says, I don't want to run into any outs here. Winterode looking at the pitcher. He is going to take off now. They are going to fake the throw down, and Winterode is in safely at second. So now runners are at second and third, and the count is even out at a ball and a strike. Wells reached on 2 errors, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Scored 2 runs, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and struck out in the third. Batting for the 4th time here in the 5th. And that is going to take Wells on the shoulder. So the control, a bit of an issue for the pitchers here in inning number 5 for the Raptors. And now the bases are juiced for Easton Harms. Harms has a single in the first, came around to score, had an RBI in the second, and grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. This is his 4th at bat. Taking on the inside corner, strike 1. Now, if you're Harms here, you have this overwhelming urge to swing as hard as you can, but all he needs to do is find a gap. Infield is in, so if you just hit the ball solid, he probably can get a hit, especially if you can keep it low to the ground and hit it where they are not. So an 0-2 count now as Uncle Charlie gets across. And that is going to be swung on and missed. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And I'll bring up Zach Heemer. Heemer has singled and got an RBI in the first. He struck out to end the second and walked and scored a run in the fourth. Swung on and missed, letter high fastball. So Merchu has got 1 out. But this runner at first is his. As that's going to miss outside and low for a ball and an even out 1-1 count. Runners at second and third are Harriman's. The pitch or return throw gets away from the pitcher, but nobody can advance. Heads up play by the second baseman there. Merchu bringing it home. In there for a strike on the inside corner. So that lefty pitcher maybe throwing off the hitters a little bit here. I haven't seen too many good swings since they came in. Bases are loaded. Pitch home. That'll bounce across and score a run. So coming in to score on the pitch to the backstop is Eric Siebenaller. At third is Gabe Winterode. At second is Trust Wells. And the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lead now 6, 11-5 for the Falcons. After Heemer will be Trayton Kohler. Trayton has a couple of solid singles in his last 2 at-bats as Heemer is going to foul one to the backstop, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming home with the pitch. Outside and high. And we'll go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First base is open, but I can guarantee you the pitcher doesn't want to put him there. Not after he was ahead 0-2. Coming home with it. And he will miss. So that will load the bases now for Trayton Kohler. Kohler has had back-to-back solid singles. Love to find a gap for Trayton. He got good wheels. Pitch coming in, and that is going to miss high and outside. So Merchu's a little bit of control issue after striking out Harms. Pitch coming home, and it's going to be hit high and deep out towards right field. Fading back, and it is going to get on the fence and over. It's a grand slam home run. That is a big hit for Trayton Kohler as he brings in 4 runs, and the lead is now 15-5 on the grand salami. He hit it. It bounced on the yellow fence covering and over the fence. Opposite field shot. And a great night for Trayton Kohler. 4 RBI. Scoring on the play, Zach Heemer, Trust Wells, and Gabe Winterode. And I said if they got 5 runs and held them scoreless, the game would end. Well, they got their 5 runs. Now they need to have a clean bottom half. Of course, if you're watching from Holstein, I am the OABCIG announcer. Earlier tonight, the Raptors were victorious as they beat the Falcons in softball, 11-1 in 5 innings. 1-1 count as Murchu delivers low, and a 2-1 count. Up to bat is Preston Gill. Preston has an RBI sacrifice fly in the first, a single and a run scored in the third, and a walk in the fourth. He's going to take outside and high, and the count goes to 3-1. He will walk to first. His second free pass of the night brings up Cam Sharkey. Cam has popped out to the shortstop. He had a sacrifice fly RBI in the third inning, and then he flied out to the center fielder and got an RBI sacrifice in the fourth inning as well. 15-5 the score. Falcons have plated 5 runs here. The big shot, a Trayton Kohler opposite field home run. Grand slam. Off the fence and over in right. Quick pitch there. Throw it back to first, not in time. So they threw behind the runner, but Gill gets back. And the count is 2-0. Just the 1 out so far for the Raptors. They'd like to get out of this inning without any more damage being done. That'll be grounded up the middle, fielded by the shortstop to second in time. No play at first. So Gill is out on the fielder's choice. Sharkey's at first on the 6-4 putout, and that brings up Max Webb. Webb has reached on a walk and scored in the second, singled, got an RBI, and came around to score in the third and grounded out to the pitcher in the fourth inning. And he's going to take inside and low for a ball. So 5 across, runner at first, 1-0 count, 2 outs. Falcons in the top of the 5th inning, up on top right now, 15-5. Swung on and missed. And Sharkey dances off a first, and the count goes to 1-1. Eyeing the runner at first. Murchu will come home, grounded towards the left side. High hop. Has to make a good throw, and not in time, as nothing you could do over at third base. That's a single, infield variety. And it'll bring up Eric Siebenaller for the second time this inning. Max Webb at first, Cam Sharkey at second. Siebenaller has struck out twice, walked, and scored a run. You're going to take high there. The count is 1-0. So the Falcon Bats had some hard times in Game 1. They did get 6 across, but almost all those came in the 6th inning. Siebenaller hacks and misses there, and the count goes to 1-1. Eyeing the runners. Murchu comes home, and he'll cast out of that one and come away with nothing. And the count goes to 1-2. So Murchu is a strike away from getting out of this jam here, but not before 5 have come across. Eyeing second, now coming home. And that'll be swung on a miss. So a strikeout ends the frame, but not before the Falcons bat 10, score 5, and get the big shot from a 4-run home run by Trayton Kohler A grand slam over to right field, hit the fence and bounced over. We'll be back with the bottom half of the frame right after this. Falcons lead 15-5.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, third-generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Honeybrook. We have been family-owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Honeybrook or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Honeybrook. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
All right, we're back here in Holstein. Falcons got 5 runs in the last inning, and now we're in the bottom half of the 5th. So high school baseball rules, 10-run rule takes effect after the 5th inning, but the home team has to bat, and that's what we got going right now. As the pitcher winds and delivers home, Heemer looking to get the complete game here. He will miss inside, and that's a ball 1. So 1-0 count to the number 4 hitter, Cale Murchu. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Raptors here. If they score a run, the game will continue into the 6th inning. Heemer winds and fires across, and that's going to be up the chimney, and Harms is going to make the catch. So fell behind in the count, but then he got the foul out to Harms, and that'll bring up Connor Neighborhouse. So Neighborhouse started out in right field, and then by the end of last inning, or the top half of this inning, he was over at first base. After Neighborhouse will be Harriman. Neighborhouse had a double and got 2 RBI in the first inning. Then he grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd inning. This will be his 3rd at bat. From the full wind, Heemer delivers outside. Ball 1. You just want to force the hitters to hit here, throw strikes. That's in there, swinging strike 1 and a 1-1 count. From the wind, they'll deliver in low. Harms will pick it up and throw it back to the pitcher here. You know, Heemer hasn't had a clean game, but the nice part is he's kept the ball going home, kept his fielders in the game by not taking a lot of time on the mound, and when he's had to throw strikes, he has. He's picked up strikeouts at really key points in the game, as that's going to be fisted back up to 3rd, picked up, and no play at first. So a infield single for Neighborhouse has a runner on for Cade Harriman. Harriman has singled and struck out. Harriman came into pitch last inning and just didn't have it. Just had a hard time finding that strike zone. Faced 2 hitters, both were walks, and then he went back out to center field. And he will get a ball 1, and all of a sudden a runner is in scoring position as Connor Neighborhouse checks in at second base. So Neighborhouse at second, 1 out. Up to bat is Harriman, center fielder for the Raptors, as Heemer delivers. Oof, oof. I'll give it a third oof. That one looked okay, but it was not. And it's a ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. It's going to be grounded over towards first. Picked up by Sharkey. Had to check his mitt to make sure he had it. Is it there? Hold on. Okay, it is there. I'm just going to run to first and get the out, and he does. So 3 unassisted. So now you don't worry about the runner at third. You got 2 outs. The play is to first. Any force out will end this game. It is Beatty up to bat. I'll miss low for a ball and a 1-0 count. Don't worry about the runner. You got Harms behind the plate. He's played a very good catcher tonight. Hasn't allowed a lot to the backstop. I say that, and it'll probably happen right here. That'll be fouled to the backstop and a 1-1 count. The announcer's curse is not my fault. It's just the natural thing that happens whenever you say something. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hamer eyeing the runner at third from the set, delivers home. It's going to be hit out towards center field. Gabe Winterode is not going to get there. That's going to score the run, and we will play at least one more frame as the ball is cut off into second base, and Beatty's going to get in safely with the double. And that brings it down to a 9-run game, and we are going to play some more baseball. An RBI double scores Neighborhouse from third. And Spina up next. And we're going to have a pitching change. So with the pitching change, we're going to take a break as well. It's 15-6. The Falcons are up by 9. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Battle Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no-obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Heber goes to third base. Winterod
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after a game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
As you cruise through downtown Odebolt, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited swansonwithyou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages, downtown Odebolt, online at swansonwithyou.com.
All right, we're back to action. And with that run scored, we are not in a 10-run situation. Runner is at second. And Caden Beatty, who got that run across after a single by Connor Neighborhouse on an infield shot that just rolled up the third base line, came in from third base on the double, as that's going to be taken inside for a ball, and the count will go to 1-1. Anytime you run into a situation where a 10-run rule gets undone by a 1-run, you have to blame somebody, as that's going to get fouled over the dugout into neighbor's front yard. I blame Keith Crane, announcer for KCHE. He came up beforehand and told me that he does games, and they are always the last game to get done on the night. We would not have been the last game, but we needed to score one more run, so thank you, Keith. As Max Webb is on, and he will miss high and outside on that one, and the ball count will go to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second, so a true deuces wild scenario. Webb just needs one here. In for strike 3. So they get the one they need to continue our game. The Falcon lead is 9. We are through 5 complete. 15-6 the score. We will be back in just a minute.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odebolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
All right, Falcons got 5 in the last frame, and we thought we might be ending the game, but the Raptors plate 1 to get us back to a 9-run game. So it's same deal again. If the Falcons get 1 across, at least, we will be in a 10-run scenario. If they do not, we will not. That one will spike across. Winroad has walked and scored a run in the first, struck out in the second. He had a single and an RBI in the third, and he reached on a walk last inning and scored a run. And he will take ball 2. We started the game by saying Winroad is an ideal leadoff hitter because his height gives him a very small strike zone. He's taken advantage of that with a couple of walks tonight. Lefty on lefty matchup. 2-0 count. As that's in there for a strike. In the years of playing baseball and also the years of watching baseball at the professional level and college level and high school level, left-hand pitchers do not like throwing to left-hand hitters. I do not know why. They just do not like to do it. There's a control thing. They don't see it very often. If they get to the pros and they're a very good pitcher, then left-hand hitters do not like hitting left-hand pitchers. But for some reason, whatever reason it is, a lot of times at the lower levels, that can be an issue. As the ball gets to the backstop, Winroad is going to round first, and he will stay there. So Trustwell's coming up as the leadoff hitter reaches. I would guess Winroad is going on the first or second pitch here. Throwing back to the bag. Wells in safely. Or not Wells, that's Winroad in safely. Wells at the plate. On deck, Easton Harms. Wells reached and scored a run on an error in the first and second inning. And then he was hit by a pitch and scored in the fifth. So he scored 3 runs. Yet to get a hit. He's going to ground one over towards first, and it's going to be picked up, and not in time. Wells is going to beat it out. And we'll call that an E3. So he reached on an error. Every time he's reached on an error, he has scored. So for those 10-run rule people out there, we appreciate the scoring.
35, Easton Harms.
Easton Harms steps up. He singled and scored a run in the first, had an RBI and reached in the second, struck out in the fifth, and grounded out to the shortstop in the fourth. And that's out of order because so am I at this point. Long night of baseball. Falcons on top. 15-6, 9-run lead. Eyes the runner at second, now coming home. That'll miss high, and the ball count is 2-0. You know, with Winroad at second, any hit to the outfield will score that run. Big gap down the right field line if he can push one and keep it fair over first. With Harms' speed, if he gets it over that, he'd probably end up at third. Center fielder playing him straight away. Left fielder pulling a little bit. That's in there for a strike. He was taken all the way with a 3-0 count. So it'll be 3-1, and now he can swing if he wants to. And that will be a ball. So the bases are now loaded for Zach Heemer. Winterroad at third, Wells at second, Easton Harms at first. It's basically the starting receiving core for the Falcons possibly next year on the football team. A lot of speed on the bases. Swung on and missed. And as I recall, was Heemer the backup quarterback this year? Did he come in when Cooper came out? I think so. I could be wrong on that. I think it was Heemer. Of course, that's next season. We'll have to wait for that. 15-6 our score. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Falcons looking to get back ahead by 10 as Heemer's going to hit one high in the sky. Infield fly rule should be called and is. And they'll go back to their bases. So a pop out to the first baseman will bring up Trayton Kohler. And the last time he hit with the bases loaded, he hit one out of the park to right field. It was assisted by hitting the yellow fence protector and bounced over. I call that an opposite field shot. And that was, I believe, against this pitcher. So this is inside there, 1-0 count. And he's going to hit one high in the sky. First baseman running back, trying to get to it, and will not. As he tried to hit the yellow fence cover again, this time coming up a hair short up the right field line. And foul. So 1-1 count with one out. Falcons need to get one across to get that 10-run rule activated. They'd love to get a couple for some insurance here. Merchu delivers home. And that's hit out towards center field. That'll do it. Over the head of the right fielder. That's going to score at least 2, possibly 3. They're going to get Trust Wells coming in. Now Harms is going to come around third. They're going to challenge him at the plate. The throw is in time, and he will be out as Kohler checks in at second with a RBI double. He gets 2 across on the 2-bagger. Scoring on the play was Wells and Winterroad. Thrown out was Harms on a, I believe it was an 8-4-2 putout. That is going to bring up Preston Gill. Preston has had a good night at the plate. Had a sac fly, RBI in the first inning, singled and scored a run in the third, walked in the fourth, and had a walk and was picked off on a fielder's choice in the fifth. And he will, excuse me, swing at that one. Kohler went to third when Harms was thrown out at home. So his double scored 2. His last 2 plate appearances, he has 6 RBI on the grand slam and the 2-run double. Lead is 17-6, Falcons by 11. As Gill is going to lay off that one and good ahead in the count 2-1. Merchu delivering home, and he swings and misses and even it out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gill swung on top of Uncle Charlie there. Falcon lead is 11, which means that Ridgeview will have to score 2 after that strikeout ends their threat. Falcons get 2. Lead is 11, 17-6. Back with the bottom of the sixth at the moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
All right. We are here. It is 17-6 in Holstein. Ridge View needs 2 runs to keep the game going. Anything more than that is gravy. And they need 11 runs to get the score tied. They're going to send up their 9, 1, and 2 hitters in Jake Brinkman, Tyler Colpin, and Trayson Price. So Brinkman coming in. So far, he has reached in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th inning. This will be his 3rd at bat. Max Webb pitching for the Falcons, delivers home. He just works from the set, and he learns, like every other pitcher tonight, that the outside corner at the knees is not a strike. 17-6 the score. Falcons up by 11 runs. And the inside corner is not a strike either. Jake Brinkman working the count from the right-hand batter's box. As Webb delivers home, it's going to be grounded and a base hit. So a single to start things off here.
18, the catcher, Tyler Colpin.
Ridgeview needs 2 runs to get things going. Eyeing the runner, now bringing it home. Hit high and foul, out of play. Falcons have scored in every frame. They got 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, and 2 in the sixth. And that is a strike. And ahead in the count now, 0-2 to the leadoff hitter, Tyler Colpin. Colpin has struck out, reached on the fielder's choice, and reached on a walk. Scored a run in the 4th inning when he walked. That's going to be laced up the middle, fielded quickly to second, and to first, not in time, hits the runner and will stay in play. And because it hit the runner and stayed in play, it is going to go back to the pitcher, and the runner will stay at first. So a fielder's choice. It was a really nice put-out as Preston Gill reached down, found it, flipped it to second, and got the 6-4 put-out. Reaching is Colpin, and thrown out was Jake Brinkman. Brings up Trayson Price. Price has grounded out to the shortstop twice, did get an RBI in one of those and struck out. He's going to fist one foul over past the first baseline. All right, first taking his lead is Colpin. Webb fires, goes over first or second to short. The throw goes to the fence, and they're going to keep him there. So back-to-back 6-4 combo putouts. This one is a 4-6 putout. Fielder's choice. Colpin is out. Price is at first, and that brings up Aiden Martin. Aiden singled and scored a run in the first run of the game for Ridgeview, and has struck out his last 2 times, both of which ended innings. If he strikes out here, that would end the game. In there for strike 1. Martin, number 3 hitter, has a lot of pop in the bat. Eyes the runner at first is Webb, now delivering home. Missing high, and the count evens out at a ball and a strike. Coach at third for Ridgeview gives his signal to the base runner. I think he's just told Martin, hit the ball far. Webb bringing it home again. That one misses low, and the count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. Falcons on top, 17-6 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Webb missing inside, and the count moves to 3-1. You do not want to walk anybody here, but you can't just throw a gopher ball either. After Martin will be Cale Murchew. It's going to be grounded out towards short, fielded there. Oh, it goes under Gill's mitt. Nobody's guarding third, but they are just going to keep the runners at first and second. We'll call that an error on Gill, an E6. So that puts runners at first and second with 2 outs and Cale Murchew up. Cale, the pitcher right now, he has walked in the first inning and scored a run. Then he lined out to the pitcher, and he flew out to the catcher. Bringing it home, and that's going to be ripped fair down the line at third. 1 run will score, but that is it. It's just a loud single. So the runner scores from second. Checking in at second is Aiden Martin, and the single and an RBI. So that'll bring up Connor Neighborhouse. Neighborhouse ended the last chance we had at getting out of here, and a chance to do it again here with a 17-7 game, but a runner in scoring position at second. He hit a double that scored a run last inning, and he's going to ground one foul. I'm sorry, no, he scored the run, I believe. Yeah, he scored the run. He got on with a single, and then it was Colton Beatty who got the double that scored Neighborhouse from second. Webb is going to fire it in there, and that's going to go to the fence. 17-7 the score. Now down to the final strike is Ridgeview with runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Webb wants to find a pitch that get him to swing. Setting up inside and low. Ooh. Harms wanted that pitch, and he got none of it. Held it out there for a second to see if he might change his mind. He did not. Might have been a hair high. 1-2 count. Webb delivers home again. And that's drilled. And this is going to go more. That's going to be off the fence. 1 run is in. 2nd run coming across. Oh, they're going to hold him up. So 2 runs come in. And we are now back within 10 runs. And Hannah is pounding her head. I don't blame you, Hannah. The run could have scored from third, but the coach held him up. 1 hop in the fence was Neighborhouse. His double will score 2 and bring up Cade Harriman. That is going to miss for a ball. And Webb is going to go back, and he's going to look at the replay of the pitch that was not called a strike, and he is going to do a lot of math from the angle that we're at to determine whether or not it came in low enough to be a strike, as that is going to get a strike call there and a 1-1 count. So runners now at second and third, 2 outs, and we will play a 7th inning. Grounded up the middle, fielded at second, over to first, and in time. And that will do it. So a 4-3 putout ends the threat, but not before 2 runs come across. And the lead back to 9 for the Falcons, 17-8. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
It's 17-8, and there's blasphemy being spoken in the booth right now. Beatty is now the pitcher for the Raptors, as Murchu checks back in at first. So 2 times the Falcons had a 10-run lead. 1 time it was 11. And both times that 11-run lead became a 10-run lead, and then a 10-run lead became a 9-run lead. And previously, the 10-run lead became a 9-run lead, and we continue play. That was bringing us now to the 7th inning. The Falcons will be up facing Beatty, and they will bring Cam Sharkey, Max Webb, and Eric Siebenaller to the dish. And now it doesn't matter how many runs they score. This game will end unless we are in a tie at the end of the 7th. And that was the blasphemy that was spoken, is that this game could still go to extra innings. We're laughing because we were supposed to do the softball game tonight, folks. And the idea with the softball game is it generally takes about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours at the very top end. It was going to start at 7. I thought we'd be done by 8:15 to 8:30. Then they wanted us to do a baseball game, and I said, sure, we can do that. And now it's 9:45, and we're still playing baseball. Hannah says, you know what? It's a school night. I shouldn't even be out. What are the labor laws in Iowa? Sharkey watches it miss outside for a ball.
You're going to have to pay me overtime.
Yeah, that's right. Hannah's looking for overtime. Unfortunately, she's a contract employee and does not receive overtime.
No, at least try.
You can always try, Hannah. That's going to be laced out towards center field, and we'll drop in for a big hit. Sharkey's going to get to second, and he's going to dig for third. He will get there ahead of the throw and slide in safely with a 3-bagger. A lot of speed on this Falcon roster. A lot of people think, well, they lost Cooper DeJean for baseball. They might not be as good a team. They are a great team of athletes. They have been for a number of years with a ton of speed at a lot of different positions on the football field. That comes into play for baseball as well. So Sharkey's at third with a leadoff triple, and a lacer up the middle is going to get him home to first and not in time. Or in time to first, I should say, as Max Webb gets the RBI ground out on the 6-3 putout. Scoring is Sharkey on the play, and that brings up Eric Siebenaller. (18-8) our score now. Siebenaller swings and fouls one back. You know, they had to score in the 7th, too, because they'd scored in the 1st, they'd scored in the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and now the 7th inning. When you score a run at least per inning, that's a pretty good game, as that one's going to get to the backstop and even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Falcons did get 4 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. Player of the game so far for the Falcons hitting-wise, Trayton Kohler had a grand slam in the 5th inning, plating 4, and scored on his own 4 RBI. And then he, in the 6th inning, had an RBI double, scoring 2. So he has scored 2 runs, driven in 6 runs, and has 3 hits, make it 4 hits. That'll miss outside, and the count is 3-1. In fact, he did have an RBI on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning as well. So 7 runs in, and he is 4 for 4 tonight, 2 singles, a double, and a home run. Not a bad night at the dish. Foul ball to the backstop, and we are full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Well, 3-2-1 countdown. I don't think that show's still on the air. That's a long time ago. And that'll miss outside, and checking in at first base will be Eric Siebenaller with the walk. He walked and scored a run in the 5th inning. We'll bring up Winterroad. Winterroad has walked 3 times. Every time he's walked, he's scored a run. Did get a hit and an RBI in the 3rd inning, but did not score, and struck out in the 2nd inning. This will be his 6th at bat of the game. Runner at first to Siebenaller. Taking a big lead now. He is going to check back in at first. 1 ball, 1 strike to Winterroad. Make it 1 ball, 2 balls. Oh, just trying to throw behind Siebenaller there, but able to slide in safely. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. And he will foul tip it into the catcher's mitt and even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Siebenaller eyeing the pitcher. Takes a little dancing lead. They're going to throw behind him again, and he's out. Siebenaller gets picked off. And a strikeout as well, so a strike, throw him out, double play. And they're going to check in with the home place umpire, appealing and seeing if they're going to make the call. So there was 1 out before, and he is out. So strike him out, throw him out, double play on the 2-3 pickoff will end the threat. 1 run across. The score is 18-8. We have at least 1 more at bat here for the Raptors. 18-8 our score. Bottom of the 7th coming up. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at HolsteinMFG.com.
Confidence.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Thank you. We are back here in Holstein. Ladwig has taken to the bump. Is the left-hander coming on with a 10-run lead. Falcons have had a 10-run lead a couple of times. It was 11 at the high point and 10 at least the last 3 half innings. They are going to face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters as Keaton Beatty's going to come up, then Cam Spina and Jake Brinkman. But don't be fooled, because those are the hitters that have done the damage to keep this game going. Ladwig is going to get a couple extra throws here as he's a new pitcher. Going to throw down to second and
now batting the pitcher, number 7, Keaton Beatty.
Get this game going. So Beatty will dig in.
Kane Ladwig is now pitching.
Ladwig eyeing, gets his sign from Harms. Winds and fires. Fouled out of play. So the first lefty to face the Raptors tonight. They brought in a couple of left-handers of their own. As Ladwig brings it home again, and that one's going to go behind the pitcher, or the hitter, that is. I always like a player that has the high stirrups. You don't see that as often anymore. Do you know what a stirrup is? Hannah says, I have no idea what a stirrup is. That's going to hit high in the sky. And that will be fielded by the second baseman, Siebenaller. So do you have any, like, stretch pants that have the little thing that goes underneath your foot? Yeah, that's what the stirrup is. It's designed to hold underneath your foot. And I don't know if it originally held your pants down, so when you slid it didn't hold the pants in place, but it's really now with the invention of elastic, it's just there for show. As that will miss low for ball 1. But I think originally they'd sew it into the pant leg, so when you slid into the base, your pants didn't come all the way up. And I can tell you, as a male who played baseball for many years, there are many things that get washed every time. The stirrup is not one of them. That's going to be in there for a strike. Because the first thing you take off, so you leave it in the car, especially in like the Little League level. That way you never forget it, but by the time you get to the end of the season, it is not the best spelling thing. The pitcher winds and delivers in again. Missing outside, and 3-1 count as Ladwig has a lot of runs to play with here, but I'd like to just get this game over with. Hannah says it's time. That is going to miss, and taking the base will be Cam Spina on the walk. And bring up Jake Brinkman. Brinkman has reached in the second, struck out in the fourth, and singled, and that was in the 6th inning. Make it, yeah, the 6th. That'll be a strike 1. Ladwig eyes the runner at first, the left-hander, working from the set, delivers home. He's going to lace that one out to the gap in left center, and that is going to score. Well, it's not. I thought it'd get to the fence and score a run. It's going to get past the cutoff man, but not anywhere further, as Brinkman has a double, and the threat is on for Ridgeview. A 1 out. Kolpin is up. Kolpin has reached on a walk and a fielder's choice. He actually reached on a fielder's choice twice and struck out in the 1st inning. Scored a run in the 4th on the walk. He has runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. First base is open. It's taken for a ball and a 2-0 count. Just want to see you throw strikes here, force them to hit, and they do. Right up the middle, that's going to score one. They are going to hold up the runner. There's a play at second, and they are not going to take it. They're just going to let the runners check in at second and third. It was a single. The run scored was Spina. Still just one out with runners at second and third, and Trayson Price is up. You got to just get this runner, or get the hitter. Don't worry about the runners at second and third. You worry about getting outs right now. When the lead is still 9 runs, even if he hits a home run, you still have a 6-run lead. So just throw strikes, let your defense make plays. Ladwig has his sign, working from the set. And he throws the fastball by him. And the count goes even at 1 ball and a strike. Ladwig again from the set, misses low and outside. If you're the coach here, you might even just say, hey, I know you got runners at second and third, but you can work from the full wind here if that's more comfortable. Still working from the set. He'll come home. Missing outside. So first base is open. You don't want to add any base runners here because any base runner is a potential run. On deck is Aiden Martin. And Ladwig will bring it across for a strike. And we're full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Falcons are on top by 9 runs, 18-9. And Ladwig will fire one home, and foul it off is Price. I'll get picked up by Sharkey, and we'll reset it again at 3-2. Had to give the ball up. I can't put it in your back pocket for use at a later time. All right, 3-2 count. Ladwig has his sign, bring it home. Hit out towards center field and in for a hit. 1 run will score. They're going to fire home. Has a play possibly at third. They're going to check in at second. So a single turns into a double. Scoring on the play is Jake Brinkman. Over to second is Trayson Price. Aiden Martin coming up. Martin is 1 of 4 tonight. Did reach in the 6th and score a run. And he will swing and miss for strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out. 18-10 now the score. 2 runs across for Ridgeview. And swung on and missed. And Martin wants that one back. He chased one low and out of the zone. Now if you're Ladwig here, don't give him anything. A little high heater, about shoulder height. Instead, it'll go across, and strikeout number 1 for Ladwig. 2nd out of the inning. And the Falcons are just 1 out away from ending the game and keeping their loss column free of any numbers. Swung on and missed. We'll change up there. Threw him off. As Cale Murchu is up. Murchu reached on a walk and scored a run in the 1st. Lined out to the pitcher, as that's in there for strike 2. And the Raptors are down to their final strike here. Murchu did have a fly out to the catcher and then had an RBI single in the 6th inning. That's going to be hit out towards left field and deep, but foul off the fence. So a loud foul will do nothing to the count, which remains at 0-2. The pitcher is going to talk to the coach. Not sure what the conversation is here with an 0-2 count. Could be he hasn't been in the situation before, and the coach is just saying, hey, throw a strike, let's just get this one done. Stand on the pitching mound, looking in. Murchu looks out. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Falcons up by 8 runs, 18-10, bottom of the 7th. Pitch is swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts end the game. Falcons get the victory. We'll take a quick break, be right back here. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They helped make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
All right. Hannah does finally get to go home. 18-10 is our final score. Falcons go to 2-0 on the year as the Raptors fall to 0-2. Falcons got 4 runs in the first, and it was 4-0 until the Raptors answered with 2 back in their half. And we got into the second inning 4-2. Falcons got 2 more. And we're up 6-2, but the Raptors got 1 back to make it 6-3. Falcons got 3 more runs in the third to go up 9-3, and they actually held the Raptors scoreless for 1 inning. In the 4th inning, Falcons just got 1 run, making it 10-3. And the bottom half, Raptors got 2 back, and it was a 10-5 game at that point. And that's kind of where we sat until we got to the 5th inning. And the Falcons dropped 5 runs on the board in the 5th inning, and we were 15-5, thinking to ourselves, hey, that might be the game. But no, the Raptors had more life in them as Connor Neighborhouse came around to score a run and get it down to 9, and that was on a RBI double by Caden Beatty. In the 6th inning, the Falcons did get 2 more runs to go up by 11, but the answer came back from the Raptors as they plated 2 more runs of their own and made it a 10-run game again in the 6th. And we were once again going to the 7th inning. Falcons got 1 more run as Cam Sharkey led off with a triple and came around to score. And in the 7th inning, the Raptors got 2, but no more, and we ended up with a final score of 18-10. Big hitter tonight for the Falcons, Trayton Kohler, 7 RBI on 4 hits, 1 grand slam home run, 1 2-run double, and a single scoring a run as well. Scored 2 runs of his own. Did have a RBI sacrifice in the 1st inning that scored a run. So that is going to do it. We're not going to run through all the stats tonight because you know what? There's too many stats, and I didn't keep very good track. I did my best, but I don't have it all written down, and I want everybody to get home safely, and we're going to take our time and get out of here. It's 18-10 a final. Falcons get the win. Again, they move to 2-0 on the year, and the Raptors' loss will move them to 0-2. Next game that we have is the Falcons' next game, which is Friday. It will be in Ida Grove now against Denison. Join us for that one. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. For Fuller Digital Solutions, I am Michael Earl. We'll talk with you later, folks. Enjoy the evening.